Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast Life Fantastic, where people with disabilities talk about all things related to disability here on Straight Independent Radio. I'm your host, Samantha Pierce, the Idea Dynamo. We are sponsored by Neurodiversityconsulting.org and Sanchia.org. Check us out online to find out all the great things we do with people with disabilities. I'm joined today by my usual crew: Scott Davis, disabled advocate, speaker, and writer; Liza Citron, autistic disabled advocate and future special education teacher; and Dr. Jeremy Pierce, philosopher extraordinaire and my co-parent. Now, this episode, we're recording it at the beginning, it's about the middle of September, and just about everywhere across the country, students are back in the classroom, or at least several districts had students back in the classroom before they had to shut down for COVID and other things. Here in Syracuse, and in fact in Onondaga County, where Syracuse is, we've seen an uptick in disruptions, violence in school buildings, particularly the high schools. And it's really disturbing to watch. It's like the students are imploding, the teachers are imploding, the leadership is imploding. And the conversation is about how are we going to help reestablish a functioning learning environment for our students. Now, in the middle of all of this, students with disabilities who receive special education services are kind of being pushed by the wayside, like they were like the whole time during the pandemic. The New York State Controller recognizes that students receiving special education services essentially went without education for a whole year and more. So the conversation for me, the conversation that I want to have is, how do we get students back to having access to those educational resources? And again, how do we reestablish a functioning learning environment for students and school staff?